This is Daily Dose of Daryl entitled Kickstarter. In fact, as we begin this year together, 2021, I'm going to do a series of Kickstarters for the first week or so. And these are things that I wrote down and posted back in my 30s when I was training for the Olympics. And I have found throughout the ages, down through the years, that they're very helpful in all areas of life. So I'm happy to share them with you. Hope you can use them. This Daily Dose of Daryl Kickstarter number 9 could be entitled 3 Gifts. In fact, the gifts are the past, the present, and the future. Let's look at the past. I've heard in negative terms people saying things like, boy, that person has a past, meaning a bad one. But in essence, we all have a past. The world has a past. The way things are structured, the past is just a part of what we are. In fact, in the scriptures, I've heard it say we're surrounded with so great a cloud of witnesses. So many people came before and have done so much in the past. In every area of life, wherever we've been, there has been a past. People in the past life doing things, making it possible for the present life. In fact, the things we do in the present become the past for people that are now living in what we called the future. So the past is important, and there's a past in our life. In our past, we have learned some things about life, things that work, things that don't work, things that produce happiness, things that produce sorrow. There's so much. So the past is important to be remembered, to learn the lessons, to find things that can help us as we live life. Now the present is the second gift that we have, and it's for us to explore. It says, this is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us be glad and rejoice in it. In fact, we're constantly reminded, not only in scriptures, but throughout so many areas of life, that this is the day we have, the present. It's really the only one that we can do a lot to affect change. For instance, we need to be exploring in that, exploring what we can do today, taking action today. It's like the explorers going out in every area of life, whether it was exploring the new frontier in America or exploring space travel. We need to learn to try in the present. This is where we can swing at the ball. We can give it a good college try, as they say. We have so many expressions that encourage us to try. It's where we can do new things each day, where we can develop changes, we can grow. All of this mix of the thing called the present is where we can explore it and really get excited. And then, of course, there's the future for us to imagine. We have so many promises of the future. Even God says, I'm without end. I'm eternal. So there is no end to God. And if we are part of that, then there's no end. There's always the promise of the future. Now, a lot of people say that you can't live in the future, but you can imagine the future. We are a part of the future, whether we're there or not. I remember it says Moses went up on a mountain, and he was able to see the promised land, but he said, I might never get there, but you will, and it's going to happen. And Martin Luther King Jr. said, I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the promised land. A lot of people that work on projects like the huge cathedrals in Europe that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 years old, someone's laid them out and started working on it, and the next generation, they also worked on that cathedral, and many of them are still under construction after centuries of work. But they are now in the future where the other people only imagine the future. So we need now to remember the things that are very important to us, to the past is there for us to remember, to learn from. The present is there for us to explore and take action. And the future is there for us to imagine. And what we do now in the present will create those possibilities for people in the future. So, what is it in your life that you can go back and remember today from the past that will help you even today? What is it in your life that you're involved in that you can do more about today and explore new things and take action that will help you? And what is it about the future that you can now imagine and begin to envision that will not only affect you but for those to come? I encourage you through this Daily Dose of Daryl, Kickstarter number 9, to remember these 3 gifts and unwrap them wisely every day. God bless you.